Bonsoir Paris, comment ça va? D'accord. When I was 7 years old, my father, while casually passing me curry and rice, said, Raghava, who are you? I said, Vraiment, I am Raghava. He said, but I named you. If I change your name, will you change in front of me? I said, no. Who are you? I am this person, Pa. But this person changes every 7 years, every cell. Who are you? Zut alors, what do I answer? I'm 7 years old, existential crisis with the food. So I said, Pa, I am my thoughts. He said, if they're your thoughts, who's the one holding the thoughts? I said, damn, I am my feelings. He said, but if you're your feelings, who's the one who's experiencing the feelings? Well, the night was long. We went on and on and on. But we came to one conclusion. We said, we are storytellers. And what he told me stayed with me for the rest of my life. He said, if we are storytellers, can you live the best story that you can tell? And that became the goal of my life. So when I quit formal education using the best story I could tell to become a cartoonist. This is me drawing my teachers in school. I love them, but, they're dragons. So I said the best way to learn cartooning is to teach children cartooning because they are so cool. They teach you how to be cool, how to be mischievous, how to connect random things. But they also taught me something really beautiful. Children taught me, I taught 5,000 children, and they taught me how to connect with my inner child. And that is missing in the world. We are all little children, and we need to connect with our inner child. And there's a big difference between childish and childlike. Childish are all the naughty things children do, all the things you get annoyed with children for. Les enfants terribles. But the things that you love about children, their innocence, their naivete, is childlike. And I wanted to bring my childlike work into my paintings. So I started bringing cartoons to talk about difficult issues like India and politics in India. But one of the things I learned how to connect with my inner child is to make decisions like a child. To do that, I looked at the model of the brain in Vedic studies. In the Vedas, we have 4 faculties of the brain: Manas, Chitta, Buddhi, and Ahankara. Manas is the part of you that says, this can never happen. Why would they promote you? Why would they help you? Why? What if this doesn't work? Memory, Chitta says, the last time you did this with him, he screwed you over. Don't trust him. And there's a part of your brain that says, logically, this makes no sense. You are never going to make it. And then there's another part of your brain that says, what do I get? What do I get? What do I get? The problem is all these 4 are wrong. None of them are right. But all of them are so important. So one of the ways I stay connected with my inner child is to think of all of these as my children and write love letters to them. So I start like this. Dear ego, I have always wanted you to know that I love you, and I love that you want me to be famous. I love that you want me to be out there. But only I can validate myself. Only I have to be there to love myself. So take it easy. Let me do the show. And so I write these love letters. Speaking of love letters, my entire life has been about love. I fell in love with Netra when I was 18 and she was around my age, legal. I promise. And we fell madly in love, and we traveled across the world, and she would sell my paintings. She became my manager. I became a bit of a rock star, cool dude. And I was all over the world showing my art and doing that. So we said, let's celebrate our wedding. When we got married, we called a small group of 7,000 people to create a Burning Man-like wedding where there were performances, there were dances, there was everything you can think of in a big, fat Indian wedding. And they say you kiss a girl and you have a pile of children on top of you. Je suis un artiste prolifique. See, I have 4 beautiful children. In fact, Jaya, my daughter, is with me here in Paris. I love you, Jay. Oh, thank you. The first time my daughter is here with me. So I was with children, connecting with them, but I was asking myself, what kind of world do I want to educate them about? Because children's books are full of propaganda. They're full of propaganda. So I was like, let me write my own children's book. So I made Pop It, a book for the iPad. Very nice book about potty training, diaper changing. But when you shake it, you have a lesbian couple bringing up a child. Shake it again, you have a heterosexual couple. The idea was, what is ideal? Let's shake up ideal. So I had another idea. I said a book on India's independence. This is India, this is Pakistan. Very patriotic book. But when you shake it, you get Pakistan's perspective. Shake it, you get the British perspective. I wanted to deconstruct all narratives and shake them up. But the biggest shake-up I had in my life happened 1 year ago, when the love of my life for 17 years said, I don't want to be with you anymore. I don't know what life is without you. And all of a sudden, my heart broke. And I was feeling change. I was experiencing change like I had never experienced. 3 emotions: loss, mystery, and liberation. I was no longer myself. A part of me died. There was loss. There was liberation because I can be anybody. I can be on Tinder, Grindr, whatever you want. I can be on it. I can be anybody. And mystery because I don't know who I'm going to become. And I realized it's not just me. The whole world is going through this. All of us are going through loss of our humanity. Liberation because our jobs can be replaced by machines. And mystery because what the hell do we do on earth? But I think when you embrace all 3, you truly transcend, you grow. And look at this. We have climate change on one hand threatening our potential extinction. And we have artificial intelligence making us irrelevant. But what do we do instead of worrying about that? We get into identity politics. Is gay nature or nurture? When you meet someone in a conference, don't ask them, who are you? Ask them, who do you want to become? Who do you dream of being? And finally, I truly believe now we have the power. Artists have to work with technologists, with government, with other art forms to imagine the world we want to live in. I think this is the most beautiful time, and artists are at the center of this world, at least my world. So thank you so much, and I hope, thank you. One second. I love attention, so I'm going to say one more thing. My father asked me, who are you? So I'm going to turn this question back to you. Who do you want to become? Who do we become? And by the way, I'm coming to Paris after 10 years. I was very young when I first came here, and I met a beautiful girl, and I never said, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? No. Instead, I said, mes petites madigottes, je sens ta menotte qui cherche ma main. Je sens ta poitrine et ta taille fine, j'oublie mon chagrin. Merci beaucoup, au revoir.